Alright, so today's call, we got a unit not cooling good. We're gonna go knock. She's got the landscapers here, so might get a little loud. I apologize. We're gonna go knock on her door. Hello.
Sorry about the noise.
It's alright.
And the parking. So, were you here last time?
Maybe for the out that one
The
out back,
carriage house
yeah.
and all that? Yeah, I thought that was you. Okay. So you know they did the split here or close something off to try to push air up there? No idea what I'm talking about?
No.
Let me pull up.
I can probably pull up the notes if they added it in the work order.
Let me pull up my.
Is it a zone system? One unit? I can't remember.
Install ductboard divider into shared return to allow for first floor and second floor air handlers to draw air from respective floors directly. Does that make sense?
Kinda. I think. So they probably did it here, maybe. One of these walls, because I don't see a divider. I don't see. Unless it was one big unit.
But that's an awful.
Let's go look at the second floor. The second floor is an issue, right?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go look at
I'm
it.
like, what have they done? Hadn't done anything.
Okay.
It's like 80 up there during the day.
Let's see what we got going on.
And I know Dude came and like looked at it to see if like I think he's the one that recommended the whole duct board thing, whatever they did. But like to see if this unit was big enough.
I do remember you had hot spots or something, right? In one room?
Well, this room over here is really hot. I just literally closed the door yesterday. It's like, I don't need to be heated and cooled really anyway, but like, which this is an addition.
Mm-hmm.
They closed in.
I kind of, yeah, I'm starting to remember now. And the unit's in here, right?
I think so.
Okay. So I'm gonna check the unit first,
Okay.
and then we'll go from
Start there?
yeah, and then we'll go to ductwork and see
All right.
if maybe they just missed something.
Yeah, Cab's like, just while you're here, he's like, come out here. He's like, you can't even sleep up there if it's 80 degrees. I don't think sleeping up there,
I think this is just ductwork.
is that just that work?
Yeah, and I definitely
Okay,
think
handlers are in the garage then.
this not being foamed and insulated at the bottom, you might be getting hot air also from, I got my thermal from this piece of wood here, because it's not insulated.
Okay.
It's like 100 degrees in that attic right now. So I'll get my thermal and we'll check that too, see if that's an issue.
I mean, it's okay up here until the afternoon.
Yeah,
The afternoon's terrible.
and if it's pulling, if it's when it kicks on, pulling hot air from in there.
Yeah.
So you got, it's in the roof there. What tells me it's in the attic somewhere. So the whole return divider don't make no sense.
Well, I think we originally started by moving the thermostat because the thermostat was in here.
Right.
And this unit this runs all the time in the summer
Okay.
because it says it's 80 degrees and it's trying to be 73.
Yeah, and the thermostat's right at the top of the stairs, so that's gonna be your hottest point. I don't. Yeah, it's got to be in the garage.
Yeah, there's two out there.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's.
I can do a static pressure check, and I can make sure that duct's actually flowing like it should.
Okay.
We can do a couple of things. Okay.
Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah. That's exactly. Okay, now I see the return. So this wouldn't have mattered unless they brought the return here from the ceiling down and just let it fall into your return box. Most of the time, it's ran to its own return. So unless they just forgot that divider and then we added it, it shouldn't have mattered too much.
I was gonna say, but to me, or what they were talking about doing was something in that return actually in the house. But it looks the same.
Yeah, most of the times when we build it, the return goes down, under, and right up to the bottom of the unit it's supposed to go to, which is probably this one.
Okay.
So the return box is oversized, but it necessarily doesn't need a divider because it's still just for the other unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is a dumb question.
There's
So are
no
the
such-
two separate units?
Yes.
Like one that controls the upstairs and one that controls the downstairs?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
not running off the same.
It's nope.
See, we have all this at home too, and some of our units at home have like run off. It's one unit, but it has two thermostats. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why I'm making sure.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
called
not
it's called a zone system.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
so it
making
just
sure this
opens
is
down.
not like that.
It's
Okay.
not. These are
Okay.
two separate units.
Okay.
So if your main issue is the second floor, I'm gonna grab my ladder. But what I'll do, you can open your one right there. I'm gonna check everything. I'll check static. I'll check refrigerant.
Okay.
A lot of that will tell you if it's airflow issues or not by
Yeah.
just the
He was wondering
measurements.
about the Freon, and I said, well, when I got up there and could feel out of the vent, I said, not that it was blowing hard, but it was cool air.
If it's a little bit overcharged with refrigerant, it could cause humidity issues and
Right.
constantly be running and never cooling like it should.
Right.
It could be a little too much refrigerant in it, not actually less.
Okay.
So we'll check all that. I'll just go through it,
Okay.
all the steps today, and just to
Alright.
make sure everything's like it's
Perfect.
supposed to be.
Perfect.
I'll go grab a couple more tools.
You want to go out the garage or?
If you don't mind, well, if you don't mind, but he might blow stuff in here if he's gonna be blowing.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
Just clean the garage.
yeah, you don't, yeah. Okay, so what I'm doing right here, right now, is I'm just checking temp split, I'm checking humidity, and I'm checking static pressure. So right now, our static for supply is 20.25 inches water column, which is not too shabby. Our return supply is not bad either. We can actually go up in fan speed, which maybe that's what we'll do. We got about 0.15 supply, so we're at 0.4. So we're at 0.4. So we might be able to up this fan speed and just to see if it helps. Our temp split, I just went up there and the thermostat's reading 73 in that hallway. This though, in the returns reading 81, like we got some duct leakage somewhere. Probably in that attic. But we're reading 81 and 57. We'll let that run for a little while and equalize out. And then after we get a little while, I might up this fan speed and see what happens. So I'm looking at it, their relative humidity is only 48%, which is amazing. This is still dropping the dry bulb, so we're still getting a good temperature reading, but it's kind of slowing down at 79. 56 is the supply. Taking a screenshot. So we definitely have 23 degree temp split, 24 almost. So we definitely have, I would say, refrigerant issues going on. The static pressure is not that bad. We're at a 16 return, 26 supply. If you add those together, you got 42. Total external needs to be 0.5, so we're like really close. You don't want to go over as much as stay under where it pulls out humidity. So right now it's actually doing really well. And the temp split's doing pretty good. So we're going to go check pressures just so all our bases are covered. We're going to do refrigerant pressures. and then go up in the attic and in that room, and we're gonna do our thermal, see if she's got hot air intrusion, for why it's constantly being hot, especially in that one room. I kind of got the idea why, but we're just gonna prove it. That's all we're here today for. Alright, so I had to put my mic in, so sorry for the audio difference. They're blowing and stuff right here around me. But right now, I got it plugged in. We're looking at 138 over 320, which looks good. Superheat was looking good. Subcool looks a tad low. Not bad though. So right now this thing is running great, I would say. So now we got to focus, after we did all that work, we know that the equipment is doing like it's supposed to. We got to go focus on the ductwork, just to make sure she's getting adequate airflow in those vents. Also, if this thing is undersized, and because she said she added an addition, did they upgrade the system when they did that? Not sure. They might have just added 2 vents thinking they would make up the difference when it's not. So we're also going to take all that into account. So we're going to go check out the ductwork, check out the airflow on the vents, all that, and see what we're getting. So right now we're doing thermal. Thermostat's at 75. We got all this. Oh my goodness. You guys can see it. Look at this hot air intrusion. That's bad. That's really bad. Oh, that's bad. Man, that is bad. We got over here too. This is bad. This side's good. This side's not bad. Let's check this room. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're gonna shut this door here. Before we move on, it's some ductwork fan speed. We're at about 600 square foot up here. The second floor, so she only needs like about 1 ton. She doesn't need much. I usually do 500 to 700 probably feet per minute. I just kind of scroll. 400, 450 as long as it's even. Or if you're doing CFMs, which is hard to tell, you just got to make sure they're balanced. That's really what I look for. We're right at 400 feet per minute on these vents. We're going to check these 2 and then the addition. Yeah, that's good.
There's only one thing for this on the side over here. And it's pushing out way more air.
Alright, I'm back in the van. Yeah, that one was definitely hot air intrusion. Like 100% is her issue. Just because you can feel the hot air. You can feel the hot air from that attic, that whole wall and that back wall. So she said that they built that room. It was an attic space. They just threw sheetrock up, called it good. There's no insulation around it. It's that's definitely like not right. AC unit, ductwork, everything else seems perfect. It's a 1.5 ton, and it's a little over 1 ton of space, like 600 square foot, somewhere around there. But besides that, I mean, yeah, it's definitely insulation. Thermal really helps. You guys really got to have that tool. Mine's just a little one that plugs in your phone from Klein. It's here, I have it right here. It has this little keychain holder, but it's literally just plugs into your phone. It's I think this one was about $200, something like that. But definitely worth your investment, because it will save you time and headache and trips if you can just check that one extra thing instead of coming back and back and back. She said there was another tech here and diagnosed all this other stuff. We split the return box in half and all this other stuff happening. And I don't know if it was needed, if it wasn't needed. I can't say it wasn't needed. I wasn't here at that time. But I feel like if they would have did all the things, like the thermal, they would have found one of the main issues of why it's always hotter and it can't get down temperature up there. The return, like it was 73, 74 in there by the thermostat, but the return's sucking in 85, 86 degree air, pulling in all that hot air. So it's never reaching a temperature that's comfortable. It's 86 going in or whatever, and 81 going in and 56 going out or something like that, and it never gets below that 56, so it's never going to get cold like they want it up there. I don't know, I'm jibber jabbering, but anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate all y'all. Like and subscribe. If any of this content is helpful, please share. And I thank you guys a lot. And remember, as soon as we hit 1,000, I have that little tool bag to give away. So it's still in the back of my van, waiting until we hit 1,000 subs. And I really appreciate all the guys who comment on every video. I know who you guys are. I appreciate y'all a lot. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.